Welcome back to the Ratchet and Clank 2 Commando 100% walkthrough. This is part 29, and at this part we're going to the Thug HQ on Planet Snivelak. So here we are at the Thug HQ on Planet Snivelak. As you can see, this planet, it looks very red in the air, and there's also lava on this planet. There are some stuff to get here. It's quite an exciting planet, actually. There's quite a lot of stuff you have to do on this planet. So what I'm actually starting with now is the only skill point on this planet. The skill point is called Moving Violation. And what you have to do is that you have to destroy 14 of the ships that you can see flying in the air. I find this to be quite hard. I think this skill point is quite hard. You can use whatever weapon you can do. I usually use the mini rocket tube sometimes, and also the Visibomb gun. I actually think that the Visibomb gun is the best weapon to use, though. And one thing more, it actually took me quite a lot of time to get the skill point. So it would take a few minutes for me to get the skill point. I don't know why it took so long, it just did. And you can get the skill point from standing at different places on the planet. This is one of the places where you can stand and get the skill point. But as you can see, you have to be pretty good at aiming to use the mini rocket tube to get the skill point. So if you're not that good at aiming, use your Visibomb gun. I do use the Visibomb gun a little later on in this video because I stand at a different place a bit later on. There's also one platinum bolt on this planet and also one nanotech boost. So that is all the things we have to get: a skill point, platinum bolt, and a nanotech boost. So one of everything. And I'm going to move to a different area right now. You can actually see the nanotech boost right there. Yeah, you can see it right there. And this was quite embarrassing. I tried to grab hold, but I fell down. That was quite embarrassing for me. But yeah, I think we're going to go to... no, we're not. We're going to continue standing here and trying to get the skill point. For now, at least. If you find the big ships easiest to shoot down, what you can do is that when there's not any more of these big ships, like the clunky ones, you can just jump down in the lava and kill yourself, lose all of your health, and yeah, and then the ships will be restocked. Kind of. I don't like saying that, kill yourself, because it's not fun to say that. I don't joke about those things because you never know what people might be thinking and how they're doing and stuff like that, so I try not to say that, but I did say it there. So yeah, these small ships, they move quite quickly, and I think they're hard to get. That is why I'm not even trying to shoot them down. As you can see, I keep failing at shooting down these clunky ones, so hopefully I'm going to move area soon, because this is taking actually a lot of time. It's taking a lot of time. I don't even know how many I've shot down now. You have to take down 14 in total. I don't know how many I've shot down at the moment. I think you can see right now there's not any more clunky ships coming, so I think we're going to move to a different area. I think so, at least. And now we're going to try and get the nanotech boost. What you have to do is that you have to swing, and when you get to the top of the swing, if you understand what I mean, you have to hover and then do that, the hyper strike, and then you will hit the roof and then you can get this Nanotech Boost. And that was the Nanotech Boost. That is the only Nanotech Boost left. If I remember correctly, I actually think that is the last Nanotech Boost in the entire game. I think we have collected every Nanotech Boost right now. I think I could be mistaken, but I actually think that was the last Nanotech Boost in the entire walkthrough. I might be wrong, but I might not be wrong also. So I'm standing here right now because it might be a little easier to get the skill point standing from here. I think I'm going to change to the Visbomb gun soon, because it's much easier to get the small ships at least, with the Visbomb gun. So just change to it. Change to it. Yeah, I actually think I'm going to change to it now. Yeah. Now I'm going to equip the Visbomb gun there, and then we're going to try and shoot down these ships. As I said, I don't know how many I've shot down, but let's hope that we get the skill point soon, because it takes too long time, and there I failed. The Visbomb gun is sometimes a bit hard to control in this game, I find, especially with the controls, because some of the controls are sometimes inverted, or I don't know, they're not how I want them to be. But I love the Visbomb gun. It's one of the better weapons of the first Ratchet Clank game, and I love that game. Oh, now I want to play it again. No, I can't do that. There we got the skill point, moving violation. That is the only skill point on this planet. We've now got the skill point and the Nanotech Boost. We now only have to get the Platinum Bolt, and we're going to get that soon. So a grind rail. Try saying that fast. Grind rail 10 times. Saying it fast. I can't do it. So we come to here right now. We have to use our dynamo right here to get up here. It's not hard at all, this. So yeah, try not to get hit. When you come over here, and I really like this sky actually, it's red but there's still stars. When you come over here, there's 4 ships coming along here. You can actually shoot them down, and destroy them, but you don't have to. You can just run past. That is what I usually do, at least. So you don't have to do that. But you can if you want to get some extra experience. But I think this planet, it looks quite nice. I like the rocks, the sky, the lava. It looks okay. It looks nice. So we're coming over here, and we're going to use our dynamo. This is the place where you get the Platinum Bolt. So get your dynamo out. It's kind of like a small puzzle. I wouldn't really class it as a puzzle, but it's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but you can tell what it is though. So make sure that you move quickly, and there is the Platinum Bolt at the top. That is the only Platinum Bolt on this planet. We've now gotten every collectible that you can get on this planet. The extra stuff, I mean. We've gotten the skill point, moving violation, we've got the Nanotech Boost, and we've also got the only Platinum Bolt. Yay! So now is when the difficulty and the planet really starts. We got a new armor, the Electro Steel armor. It's really expensive. It's the second best armor in the entire game. We can't afford it, but we will buy it later. So stock up on your ammo, and we're now going into the Thug HQ. It's just outside. We're going to buy this new weapon, the Shield Charger. As you can tell, it is kind of like a shield that goes around you, and it can't be hit when the shield is up, but you can lose it. And also, if you can kill enemies with it by touching the enemies with the shield. So we're now going into the Thug HQ on the outside. It's quite hard right now. That is why you have to stock up on your ammo. There's going to be a lot of enemies coming right now until we get to the end of this Thug HQ. There's going to be a lot of enemies. So you have to make sure that you stock completely up your ammo, because it is quite hard. As you can tell, there's many enemies. There's going to be more a little bit later on as well. Come on! The bouncer is going the opposite way of where I wanted to go. It's not good at all. So what I usually do on this planet is that when I get quite close to when I get little ammo, I just go back here and stock up on it, because there's going to be a lot of enemies to fight now, and we have to make sure that we have ammo, because there's not really many ammo crates on this planet, so that is why you have to make sure that you stock up on your ammo at the store. But as you can tell, the shield charger makes a lot of noise. It makes noise all the time. It even makes noise in the cutscenes, which is quite annoying. That is the only reason why I don't really like the shield charger, because it just makes a lot of noise. Like, even in the cutscenes it makes noise, and I don't like that at all. When there's a cutscene, I want to hear what they're saying. I don't want to listen to the shield charger in the cutscene. I think you guys can understand that though. So continue onwards. Make sure that you take out that guy from a distance, or he will attack you. Here's a helicopter, I think, or whatever you call this, a chopper, a chopper or something. I think it's called a chopper, or whatever it's called. I don't know. I have to jump though to be able to get it with the mini rocket tube. Here is ammo crates. As I said, there's not many on this planet, so make sure you get them when you see them. Well, we got quite little bolts right now, because we used 100,000 bolts on the shield charger, and I think that is quite expensive for the shield charger actually, because we have a lot of things we have to spend our bolts on, so we have to make sure that we collect a lot of bolts, especially in this part of the game. Now we're coming up to the end of the game. We have to make sure that we get a lot of bolts so we can buy everything, because it is a 100% walkthrough, so I have to show you guys everything in the game. So that is why I'm kind of like freaking out that I have to collect many bolts, but I think it will be alright. It always works out fine. Get out your weapon. I use the mini rocket tube because there's 2 choppers coming, or whatever they're called. And they shoot a lot at you as well. And another thing, guys, as you've probably noticed, I've started the new walkthrough on my channel, The Lord of the Rings, The Third Age. You can go and watch that if you want to. It's I really like that game, and I'm really enjoying doing the walkthrough, and it's really fun. So if you want to have a fun time, and you like Lord of the Rings, and just want something very exciting with a good story to watch, then go and watch that. Of course, Ratchet and Clank is amazing too. But you can go, if you're watching this, you can also go and watch The Third Age, so that you can watch both, because they're both good. So go and watch that if you want to. But that is all of the enemies taken care of. We're now going to go in here, and we are going to watch a small cutscene.
What's so funny? Nothing, I guess. Prepare to die!
So as you can see, the Thugs for Less leader has now gotten a new baby. He is now inside a giant robot, as you can see, and he's got Angela Cross as well. This is a boss battle. We haven't had a boss battle for some time now. What you have to do through this entire boss battle is that you have to make your way to these small, what we're sitting inside now. It's kind of like, I don't know what to call them, but this thing that is firing at the Thugs for Less leader right now, you have to make your way to many of these things throughout the entire boss battle. You have to use these to kill, to defeat the Thugs for Less leader. And believe me guys, this boss battle is really repetitive, and it is really long. It is really long. It is the longest boss battle of the game. As you can see by the timer of the video and how much time there is left of the video, it's only this boss battle that we're going to be doing. So it is a really long boss battle, and it takes a lot of time, and you can only use these turrets to defeat the Thugs for Less leader in the boss battle. Well, you have to do it because he's got Angela Cross, and we have to save her, of course. Ratchet really wants to save her. Yeah. And he will fire these things at us as well. One thing that I think this boss battle was inspired of, one thing that I think Insomniac Games was inspired by while making this boss battle, or working on this boss battle, was probably Godzilla. You know, Godzilla, they were probably inspired by that because it kind of looks like, this kind of looks like a city, and he's like a huge robot, but Godzilla wasn't a robot, I think. I haven't really watched the movie actually. But there's a city, and there's a giant thing going around and destroying the city, just like in Godzilla. So I think it's kind of inspired by Godzilla. I think it is inspired by Godzilla. I think so. But yeah, this boss battle takes a lot of time, and yeah, I don't really have that much to talk about in this boss battle, so I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about now, because this boss battle takes a lot of time and it's quite repetitive, so there's not much for me to talk about. That is why I haven't really looked forward to this boss battle, doing the commentary on this boss battle, because I know there won't be a lot for me to talk about. That is pretty much why I'm just rambling about me not having much to talk about right now. So right away, when you get into these turrets, he will run away, and then he will stand from a distance and shoot you. But if you're not in the turret, he will follow you and try to kill you. So yeah, but we are really getting to the end of the game now. After this boss battle, we're going to start a part of the game which I call the finale, which is pretty much the final planets. There's not many planets left after this video, I'm going to tell you that. Well, there might be some videos, because also, you know, we're doing challenge mode, I think. But I think this walkthrough will be finished in March. It's now in the middle of February, and I think this will be finished in March. We will see. I have 2 walkthroughs going on at the same time, but I do think this walkthrough will be finished in March. And it hasn't actually taken me that long. I did start this walkthrough in the middle of December, I think it was, and we're now in the middle of February, so up to now it's taken me 2 months, and we're not far away from the end of the game. So I have been uploading quite good actually, which is quite nice. I've usually just been uploading with 2 days apart from each video. Oh, sorry, I have just had a hiccup. Oh. But yeah, I'm trying to do some videos right now because I do have a winter holiday. In Norway you have a winter holiday. You know, you have the summer holidays. Then we have the autumn holiday, or the fall holiday. Then we have the Christmas holiday. Then we have the winter holiday. then we have Easter holiday, and then we have the summer holiday again. So we have quite a lot of holidays actually, or vacations, I should say. And it's now winter vacation, so it's just a week though. It's not that long, and I wish it was longer because I'm really exhausted from school, and I need more time off. But I start on again on Monday, and today is Tuesday, the 18th of February. So yeah, I do have some days left to relax and do fun stuff and do what I want to do, kind of. So yeah, that is exactly what I'm going to be doing these next few days, and also working on these videos, recording and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing that, and seeing friends, of course. And I've actually been yesterday. I came back from being at my cabin with my dad. I was at our cabin because we do have a cabin in the mountains, but we only stay there for one night though, because we had to leave because the weather was getting awful. Because we live in Norway, so there was a lot of snow. There was a lot of wind, and it was almost like I don't know what to say, but it was really bad. Some of the roads were getting closed, and the tunnels. We don't usually do that in Norway, like close off the roads, especially in the part of Norway where I live. We don't usually close off stuff like that because we're not really afraid of snow because we're used to it. So yeah. I remember one time I did this boss battle. I actually tried to defeat him with using my weapons, using Ratchet's weapons. And one thing I noticed, you can take away his health a little bit using the weapons, but you will lose a lot of health, and that is not how the boss battle is supposed to be going. You're supposed to use these turrets when doing the boss battle, but you can actually take away some health from him using your weapons. But I wouldn't recommend it, but it's just that one time I tried it because I was sick and tired of using the turrets. Because I don't really like this boss battle that much. It's fine though. So that is why I noticed that. But it's not recommended. And as you can tell, the Thugsfellow's leader now has very little health. And after this boss battle, we're not going to see any more of the Thugsfellow's leader because he dies. The Thugsfellow's leader dies after this boss battle. You do see him in a cutscene that you get after this boss battle though. But we don't see him in person anymore because he's dead after this boss battle. And that is kind of a spoiler. So sorry about that. But yeah, he dies after this boss battle, so we won't see any more of the Thugsfellow's leader, which is kind of sad. I do like the Thugsfellow's leader. His humor isn't really that good, his jokes aren't really that good, but I think he's a good character. That is why he's a okay character. But now the Thugsfellow's leader is now dead, and yeah, he is now defeated. And we can now finally save Angela Cross.
You okay, Clank? Great. Let's go.
Hello? Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oops. Oh, I meant after we free Angela.
Thanks. Now, before you run off, take a look at this. I picked it out of Lizard Boy's pocket.
Log entry 4792. Returning from Megacorp's distribution center. I'm beginning to suspect that Megacorp has lied to me. The extra-large decorative paperweights being stored there might actually be an enormous supply of protopets. Which might explain why the whole facility is guarded by ravenous mutant creatures. Their warehouse ship may hold as many as 10 million crates, and with 100 protopets per crate, that could be as many as, 3.5 zillion protopets. A secret shipment that large can only mean one thing. Megacorp is up to no good. I will confront them as soon as possible and demand... A bigger cut of the action.
Are they insane?
The galaxy is in far more danger than I had imagined. Do you suppose, Mr. Fizzwidget...
We've wasted enough time on Fizzwidget already. I swear that crazy old man is not the same person I used to work for.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You used to work for Megacorp?
Yes, in the genetics division.
On the Protopet?
On fixing the Protopet's flaws. And I was this close to succeeding when Fizzwidget suddenly pushed up their release date.
Is it worth disrupting the Protopet shipments?
It's a start. But to stop them for good, we're gonna need to break into Megacorp headquarters.
Break in? How?
I have an old Megacorp ID on my home planet.
We'll split up then. Clank and I will go to the distribution facility. You go grab the ID.
As you can tell, the Protopet business is really getting intense right now, and we just found out that Angela used to work for Fizzwidget. Well, that is the end of this video. Come back for the next part when we will go to the distribution facility on Planet Smoke. Bye!